again. We're at Little John Lakes this morning with the James Moore squad again. So we're on Friar Tuck Lake again. And today I've not had a good draw. So I've drew peg 14 at the far end of the lake and the wind's been blowing the other way. So if you've seen the previous video, most of the fish were caught in the bottom third of the lake in the low numbers, 1 to 4, and I think the I-20s, like 20 to 26, something like that. So that's where the match was won last time, and the top weights were, and there wasn't a lot caught this end. That was only a few weeks ago. So we're back here again, and I've drew the end with no fish. So I think probably fishing for a section, unless something extraordinary happens. So I've plumbed up, and it's about a foot shallower this end of the lake than it is the other end. And that's probably the reason why more fish congregate on the far end. They just feel more confident. So anyway, I've set up a top kit rig with caster. So I bought 2 pints of casters today because it worked so well last time. I've set up 2 pace lines at about 8 or 9 metres at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. I've set a little feeder line up. I've seen 1 or 2 fish around the corner of the island, and that is like 16 metres. I can't reach on the pole, so I'll be on the little method feeder. Margins look inviting, but they also look very snaggy. And if we just sort of pan around there, you can see it's long reeds with gaps at the base, so it allows a carp to go through them. So I won't be fishing too close to them unless I really have to. I can't find anything else. To my left, I've got a margin swim. Just have a quick look at that. There's a margin swim with some lily pads about halfway between me and the next angler, which is Ian Carr. So I can fish just side of them, but the reeds again have got big gaps in them that the carp go into. So, and I've tried to plumb up, but the plum's just dragging on. Reeds on the bottom, dead reeds and leaves and stuff. So I can't really get a very good bottom area to feed on. So there's a gap between the lily pads and the reeds. That's really my target area for that margin. So I'm hoping that produces later on, but with having an angle in the next peg, might not produce. We'll have to see. Yeah, so that's the setup. So what's the target weight today? I think 28 pound won a section, peg 9 a couple of weeks ago, and the rest of them were struggling for double figures really. So I think 20 pound is probably not a bad weight. Whether the silverfish will come onto the line, I'm really not quite sure. So I've never fished end of the lake, end of the lake before, but I'm looking forward to it. But can we win the match in this end of the lake? Probably not. But you never know. Carp. You see 1 or 2 fish moving. If I can get some decent fish, pick off some decent fish. If I'm not going to get lots of carp, pick up some decent ones on the pace lines on the tip. You know, could get £50 on a good day. So we'll see. Getting little touches on the first cast. Really little one, £2. Second put in. fighting mirror carp. That's chunky mirror. One hour in, we've had 5 carp. Lost the last 2. Still priming the caster line, not fed it yet, not fished it yet. It's a better fish. Not a happy fish.
Can you see them all swimming just under water? Yeah. Quite shallow, but just
Very unhappy carp. £4. I haven't got really much of a hole to cast into, so I'm just casting it on the edge of the sedges. There's a little gap in the sedges, but it's not a bare bank to cast to. So I'm trying not to get too close, so it doesn't sit on vegetation or buries itself in weeds and stuff. So we're 2 hours in, got 10 carp, lost 3, probably by about £30. Fantastic start. Can't get anything on the caster line. Keep feeding it. Nothing, no bites still. Bizarre. Others have been catching silvers up here, but I can't get a touch. But saying that, 10 carp. Dreamland. Gone a bit quiet again now, so I've fed a pace line. Just with a few pellets and a few bits of paste. I'm going to try that in a bit. But it's really hot, it's gorgeous. Must be 20 odd degrees now. Midday. There's a lot of us on the lake today. I think there's 22 of us. 26 pegs, I think, something like that. 25, 26 pegs. So there's not many gaps. But peg 13 is empty. So we've got that gap. The fish seem to be patrolling around the end of the island, and I've picked off odd fish as they've come past with, 3 or 4 swimming past, and I've picked 1 or 2 of them off. Try my pace line. Oh, got one. I'm going to try and keep it out of the reeds. Really go for the reeds. Lovely mirror. Not a big fish. £3–4. Gone down this margin area about a metre away from the reeds, just to give me a chance to pulling him out. Hopefully. Right, so it's just about 1 o'clock now, so I've got 11 carp. We did 1 in the last hour. Nothing on the tip, nothing down this margin. I had 1 on this pace line. And then I think one of what's foul up that I lost as well. So very slow the last hour. We're at the 3 hours in. And we've got probably 30 odd pounds, 30 and a little bit. 32 maybe, something like that. So it's still a good first half of the match. People are struggling to catch odd silvers being caught. It's hard going. Got it just about. Come on. Keep it out of there. Wow. Almost lost him in the reeds. It's just a standard method feeder, micros, wafters or 6mm. And clipped up to the 16 metre mark. So it's 2 o'clock now, 4 hours gone, 2 to go. Got 12 carp, probably about £40, maybe a bit less. Not quite sure. I've been trying the margins both sides, and there's one or two fish mooching around, but nothing feeding down there, nothing I can get to take the bait. But the feeder line's been really quiet. It's only the last 5 minutes I've had those two fish. Otherwise that owl would have been dead. I'm still not catching anything on the caster line, which is amazing really. It's not there. I missed a bite on paste. But everybody's struggling, so I'm not doing too bad at the moment. Certainly for this end of the lake I'm doing very well. I'm getting his reeds again. And you just hooked. Lovely mirror carp. Sorry Ian, it's coming your way, pal. Yeah, it's coming your way, sorry. As far look to, you've got a big scale on it. So we're having a go at caster shallow. Got one on and lost it, but it wasn't hooked properly. Just not sure there's enough fish at the top end of the lake to do these methods. So it's gone 2:30 now. I've got 14 carp in the net. It's a real struggle. Quite certain there'll be other people catching around the lake. Oh, something came up and a nosy then, but didn't take the caster. I have what looks like a nice roach. Right, it's just gone 3 o'clock, so we've got 1 hour left. No signs of any fish. Nothing moving down the margins. Don't seem like there's a lot of fish interested at all at the moment. I've got still got 14 carp and the one roach. People really struggle and got £10. So it's fish shockingly bad at the moment. Anyway, an hour to go. So I've put some more pellets on my feeder line. I've refed my paste line. But just micros and a bit of paste, that's all I put on it. I didn't put anything else on it if there's not many fish there. Ian's down to my left, he's fishing in the margins and he's not getting any bites. Well, just to my right, he's not getting any bites on the margins either. It's just really struggling. Let's hope we can catch a couple in the last hour. The ratty making a break for it. All the way across. After saying all that, we found one. From nowhere. Fighting hard as well. It's coming across the surface and trying to get it down. Right? Not having it. Take my time with it. No rush when we're not hardly catching anything. Yeah, and wafters. And crackers. Yeah. Sorry, dark looking fish. Yeah. Right. 30 minutes left. Got 16 carp back on a pace line that I fed earlier. I've had another look in the margins, nothing there. See if I can pick one up from middle track. The weather's been nice. The weather's been nice. We've had lovely company. The sun's been shining. My last look down the margin. In a desperate attempt to try and get a bite. So I've got on with 3 casters on a 16. Small potty casters over the top. You never know. I've exhausted all the margin options, all the lines, nothing on any of them. Nobody's catching. Roger's had 1 2-pounder in the margin in the last hour. Nick and Jacko are struggling. Mick's struggling. So this end of the lake it's fished rock hard, this end of the lake as we thought it'd be. Apart from, I've managed to get, so far, I've had 16 carp. So I've had quite a decent day for this end of the lake. But 15 of them's come from the end of the island. 1's on my pace line, and then 1 roach. So we're out my feeder line on the corner of the island. I'd have really struggled today. That's it. Right, that's your lot. Been a grueler. Loads have really struggled. I've caught reasonably well from the corner of the island, so I've got 16 carp. Did nothing really in that last half an hour. So we're going to get packed away. We'll go and see who's won.
28.5. 28, yeah.
4 days. 1 on deck. Guys, you caught on caster?
Yes, mate, yeah.
£20 each.
Wait, silver's that?
Oh, mate.
Got a good guess that, wasn't it? I said I'd £20. Proper net, that. Proper net.
Whoa, lovely, mate. There you are.
How much have you?
I got roach. I tried it. I had 1 roach and lost 2 roach.
I actually got halfway through, I was going to go to Loco.
It's a loco.
They're putting that in? Yeah, today, Mark.
They know how to fish, don't they? 15 on feeder and 1 on pace.
Fish today, that. It's 50 nearly, 50 there, mate.
Just second here.
Full fish.
£28 there, mucker.
Not weighed in, 5.
Oh, you've come.
Well done, Al.
33.2. Well done, Al. 33.2. Well done, mate.
What you caught on now?
33.2.
Well done, Alan.
That should be a section win, hopefully.
Yes, off 200 and weighed in.
Johnny boy.
Worked, didn't it?
More than me there. 38.
You always look for when you're carrying
Good stamp of fish you've got there.
Not a lot. 6 degrees, isn't it?
34, 37, 37.6.
Well done.
Very sure.
Yeah, mate, you've done it.
Big as well.
Quality.
Fantastic, Jack.
That bream.
No, just got it. 1 roach I have.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, there's about 35 there. 30 there, mate. 30, 30, 34, 34, 34, 35. 34.
I've only got about
33,
32,
33.
You put them in cash as well? Yeah.
Loads.
I've seen that. Deep in it.
33.11. What you at, Kev? Come on, Al.
You 37? Yep, well done.
£20.9.
47 seconds.
You get your seconds, don't you? Oh, yeah. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I don't know about that.
You know what, mate? You ain't got no casters, you can't catch.
Unfortunately,
I ain't got none.
you're alright.
Must be enough. A second.
28.13. Hello again, so on to the results from the Friar Tuck match yesterday, which wasn't quite as good as the last one, not for me anyway. It's there were 21 anglers on the lake yesterday, so we were tightly packed in. Weather was nice, but when it's tightly packed in there isn't spare pegs. It makes it really drops the averages down and makes it tough for a lot of people. We only managed a 440 pounds between 21 of us to an average of 21 pounds. At the previous match, the average was 35 pounds with 18 of us. So it didn't fish anywhere near as well. There was 6 did not weighs yesterday. It is shocking really, it's pretty bad. And top anglers as well, struggling to get bites at all day. So it was a real struggle. Anyway, so on to the sections. The first section was won by Dave Linneman from Peg 2 with £34.11. The second section was won by Roger Scales from Peg 12 with £18 2 ounce. £18.2 for a section. Steve Arapsky won the third section from Peg 19 with £30 3 ounce. And then Sean Hanran fished well for his £37 6 ounce to win his section from Peg 23. Brilliant, so well done chaps. I think the match was a struggle, but lots of people talked casters yesterday. A few weeks ago we fished a match there and I caught well on caster, and I caught a lot of silverfish. So a lot of people took casters yesterday to fish for the silvers, including me. So I fished for silvers and really struggled. I fished the same rig as I did last time. I had one roach at distance. I had nothing on the short line at all on the casters. So that just shows you how difficult it can be. So that was Peg 14. I was told when I drew it, it was a terrible area, top end of the lake, the winds were blowing the other way, and I would struggle to catch. But I decided to set my stall out to try and catch anything that come around the end of the island. With a little method feeder. I tried all my other lines as well, margin lines and stuff. There was nothing there, nothing that couldn't get any bites, no liners. But I managed to pick up a few carp and ended up in third place with £47 9 ounce. So absolutely chuffed to bits to get third place from where I was. Excuse me. So very, very pleased. Second place went to Sean Green, who had £49 6 ounce from Peg 25. We caught some nice bream as well. So I think he was fishing casters. Top 2+1 and some corn as well to get quite a few silvers in with his carp. But first place goes to a worthy winner, Gary Scales, who had £63 13 ounce from Peg 7. And so he's fished a really good match. He's caught a few carp dobbing and shallow with a single caster, and he had some decent fish. But he had the difference between him and some of the others, he managed to get the silvers going, and he had £20 of silvers as well on a short line, I think, so with caster. So the winner is the same as the previous one, caught on caster for the silver. So excellent performance, Gary, well done pal. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I managed to get some decent footage again because the weather was nice. It's always a great day out and a great competitive day out and lots of banter, but 21 anglers on a small snake like that has definitely reduced the weights yesterday. But thank you very much for watching. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please skip the like and subscribe. Bye for now.
Trophy. Well done, Gav. Well done, Gav. Well done, Gav. Well done, Tony. Well done, Gary. Well done. And your next trophy, this was very close. This is the Skellydale aggregate weight. In third place was on set with £538.7.
Well done.
Very close encounter with Mr. Scales in fourth, 538.2.
Give me a second.
Shooting into second place were Brian Cox.
Oh, wow.
541.12.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
9.8 if it dive and all, mate.
Mr. KBTV with £560. Mr. Kevin Brown.
Well done, Kev.
Well done, Kev. Well done, Kev. Well done, Mucker.
Take that off.
Don't do it again.
Well done, mate.
Well done, Bob. Right, everybody step forward. Pull the peg out.